Written by Chris Allen.
This story is short, but it's true. And it happened last summer in a small town of Campton, Kentucky. It was a typical hot summer, full of sliding into third base with my best girl, Rachel, at the car wash on Friday nights, and hitting the fishing hook Saturday mornings with my best friend since the 5th grade, Paco. Paco's family owns the nicest restaurant in the next town over, El Camino 606, which meant he always had little spending money, but at the same time, he wasn't rolling in the deep, if you know what I mean. But Paco was a cool guy, and he could fish like none other. We hung out with 2 other people that loved fishing almost as much as Paco did. Chad, aka Chud, was a pale, pudgy guy that rocked a mullet and a cowboy hat on the daily basis, and had aspirations of going to the Grand Ole Opry once he could blow off this one-horse town. And Violet rounded out our friend group. She was the typical girl next door, with her auburn ponytail and sundress glittering in the summer sun down on the riverbank. Each day we'd spend skipping rocks and catching fish. Paco's dad would buy freshly caught catfish off of us at $10 a pop. So we made a competition out of who could make the most beer money for the weekend. As usual, as we were fishing, Paco was dreaming of fame and fortune, and spoke of this Mexican legend, the Terror Gato, aka the Terror Cat, and said with the help of the Terror Cat, he'd make all of the jocks that made fun of him and flattened his dad's car tire pay, and also that he would be the richest guy in the world. We laughed it off and continued to fish. At the edge of dark, we all took our cooler of fish to Paco's dad and walked away with a smooth $100. So we went to the local Apple Mart and bought some nasty natties and some smokes off Jimmy's older brother Steve that worked nights there and would sell beer to us for a little extra money and a few skin pics of Violet. So we went to Paco's barn and we drank and sang all the country songs that we could remember the words to, until Paco, who had left the barn to piss, gave a shout. We went behind the barn to find Paco trembling like a dog in heat. We leveled our flashlights on him and saw the duffel bag that he had in his hands. He said it had hit him as it fell from the sky. The bag had $50,000 in it. We all couldn't believe our eyes as we screamed, "We're rich!" During the celebration, I was dancing with Violet and totally slipped and fell down the embankment, totally breaking my leg. If I knew that it would be the last time that I would see my friends, and that snapping my leg in fact would save my life, I would have said I was crazy. So once I awoke from surgery the next morning, Rachel and my mother were there with the grim news. Apparently Sunday morning, Chud, Violet, and Paco went to the car lot and bought a used Toyota 4Runner and took it four-wheeling to celebrate the newfound money and the opportunity to go to Florida for the summer break, just like we all talked about. But on the riverbank, according to Rachel, Chud and Violet attacked Paco, stabbed him multiple times, and tossed him into the river. Once they got rid of Paco, Chud and Violet decided to pop each other's cherry, and according to the known facts, that's when they got slashed down. When the cops found Violet and Chud, they were all slashed up like they'd been run through a cheese grater. Only people say it looked just like claw marks of a large cat, maybe. Maybe a mountain lion. Maybe a mountain lion, but deep in my heart, I think it was the terror cat avenging my best friend, Paco.